Helo a chroeso I Tiwtorial 12. Hi and welcome to the Unit 12 tutorial for the course Cwrs hour for the 60-hour course. Today we're going to be looking at key points from that Uned 12, which are to revise the male and female nouns, to reinforce the I have sentence structure, and we're also going to be recapping the mutations, all three mutations: soft, nasal and aspirate. As our starter activity then, we're just going to be looking at the nouns, and all I'd like you to do as a beginning task is to repeat the noun after me and then see if you can maybe translate the Cymraeg to the Saesneg, the Welsh to the English. Adnoddau. Amser. Apwyntiad. Pres. Clwb. Plentyn. Teulu. Amserlen. Dolen. Port. Ffurflen. Problem. Spectol. Rota. Were you able to translate any of those keywords? On the next slide, I'll be showing you the translation. But before we go on to the next slide, can you guess which group of nouns are masculine and which group are feminine? Have a look at the words and decide which are masculine and which are feminine. Did you get them correct? So in a box glass, in the blue box, we've got the enwau gwrywaidd, the masculine nouns. Adnoddau, resources. Amser, time. Apwyntiad, appointment. Pres, or we can use the word arian, which literal translates to silver, but arian is also used for money. Clwb, club. Plentyn, child. Plant, Plant is children, and teulu, family. So they're all masculine nouns. And then the feminine nouns: amserlen, timetable. Dolen, link, as in a link to Google or the internet. Dolen. Court, coat. So the roof on the O elongates that noise. Without the roof, a to bach, it would just be cot. But with the to bach, court. Ffurflen, form, problemau, problems. Spectol, glasses or spectacles. And then rota is rota. We're now going to have a look at some berfau, some verbs in Cymraeg in Welsh. So I've got the rhestr of berfau, the list of words there on the screen. An image is going to appear, and I'd like you to try and link the image to the Cymraeg. Cysgu, to sleep, sleeping. Cysgu. Gwrando, to listen. Gwrando. Ysgrifennu, to write. Ysgrifennu. Gwylio, to watch, or watching. Gwylio. Teipio, to type. Typing. Teipio. Rhedeg, to run. Running. Rhedeg. Chwarae, to play, playing. Chwarae. We're now going to have a look at the treigladau, the mutations. The main thing for you to remember as a learner is peidiwch a phoeni, don't worry. The mutations can become quite complex and quite complicated, and some learners are worried about saying a sentence because they might not mutate correctly. Well, don't worry, because all Welsh speakers will still understand what you're trying to say, even if you don't mutate correctly. So please, peidiwch a phoeni, don't worry too much about them. The first mutation we're going to have a look at is the treiglad meddal, the soft mutation. And as you can see, there are now 9 letters that soft mutate, and they change to this column here. So P to a B, T to a D, and so forth. When do we softly mutate? Well, we softly mutate after the sentence structure my gen E. The I causes a soft mutation. The number 2, male and female, dau, dwy, causes a soft mutation. And A, meaning his. There are many other little words in the Welsh language which cause a soft mutation, but these are the 3 rules we're going to focus on heddiw today. So here are some enghreifftiau. Mae gen I cyfrifiadur newydd. Mae gen I have, causes the C to soft mutate. So we look over here and the C turns to a G. Mae gen I cyfrifiadur newydd. Mae gen I gyfrifiadur newydd. So the mutation just helps the sentence to flow. So if you listen again, mae gen I cyfrifiadur newydd. The C is quite a harsh, hard noise. Mae gen I cyfrifiadur newydd. Mae gen I gyfrifiadur newydd. So it's just a bit softer. Dau brawd. 2 brothers. The B turns to an F because dau causes a soft mutation. Dau frawd. Dau brawd. Dau frawd. It just flows better. A pale. His ball. A causes the soft mutation, so P turns to B. A bale. His ball. We're now going to look at the nasal mutation, a treiglad trwynol. Only 6 of the letters nasal mutate. And there they are. When do we mutate nasally? We mutate nasally after ver, meaning my, and yn when it means in. Enw fy tad ydy John. My dad is called John. Fy causes the T to turn to an NH. Enw fy tad ydy John. Enw fy nhad ydy John. So the sentence flows better. Dwi'n byw yn Dimbych. I live in Denbigh. So the yn causes the D to change to an N. Dwi'n byw yn Ninbych. And the last mutation, treiglad llais, the aspirate mutation. You'll notice it only affects 3 letters. P, T, K. And we add a H to each letter. So there's a bit of a pattern in this one. P turns to F, T, Th, K, Ch. When do we use an aspirate mutation? Well, A, meaning her, causes an aspirate mutation. You'll notice the word for his and her in Welsh is the same, A. Therefore, the mutation sets them apart. Tri, 3, only if the noun is male. And the word for and in Welsh, a, also causes an aspirate mutation. Let's have a look at these examples. A cariad. Cariad in Welsh means lover or partner. There is no word for boy or girlfriend in Welsh, so it's non-gender if you like. So cariad means lover or partner. So her partner, the C would turn to a CH. A chariad. Tri teledu. 3 televisions. The T turns to a TH. 3 teledu. Te a coffee. Te a choffi. The and has caused the C to aspirate mutate. We're now going to have a look at the key sentence structure in Uned 12 in the Unit 12. And that sentence structure is, mae gen I, I have. It's important to note in Welsh that this sentence can only be used when you are in possession of something. In English, for example, you can say, I have blonde hair, I have a mobile phone, I have been to Spain, I have watched Gogglebox. So the I have sentence structure can be used in the present tense and past tense, like I have done something. Whereas this sentence structure, mae gen I, can only be used in the possession of something in Welsh. Okay, so think of it a bit like I have got, I have. Mae gen I have got something. You should by now know the different endings. So mae gen I have. Mae gen ti, you have. But again, you should recognise mae genoch chi also means you have. Ti, if you're talking to a singular person. Chi, to a group of people, and in a more familiar setting. Mae genoch hi, she has or she has got. Mae genoch fo is male, he has. Mae gan, for example, mae gan Sam, Sam has got. Mae gan fy mam, my mum has. Mae gynnon ni, we have. And mae gynnon nhw, they have. The question form then, formal Welsh would be oes gen ti, do you have? But we can condense that and make it a bit more slang, if you like, when you're speaking naturally, to sgen ti, which also means do you have. So I'll say that once more. Oes gen ti, do you have? Sgen ti, do you have? Use whichever one you feel most comfortable with. They follow the same pattern again. Sgen I, do I have? Sgen ti, sgenoch chi, do you have? Sgenoch hi, does she have? Fo, he has, and so forth. And then the negative sentence structure. Again, the correct and the informal way would be to say, does gen I ddim. I don't have. But we can condense that and make it a bit more slangy, a bit more natural to speak, I suppose. Sgen I ddim, I don't have. Sgen ti ddim, you don't have. Sgenoch hi ddim, she doesn't have, and so forth. Cofiwch, remember, there's a treiglad meddal, a soft mutation, which follows the positive pattern and the question pattern. The negative does not cause a mutation. On pen and paper now, I'd like you to match the Cymraeg with the Saesneg. You don't need to write the sentence out in fully. You just need to match the number, the rhif, with the llythyren, with the letter. So for example, un, mae gen I ffurflen gais, matches J. I have an application form. Pause the screen now to have a go at matching the Cymraeg and the Saesneg. Let's have a look and see how you got on. Mae gen I ffurflen gais. I have an application form. I'll move myself out of the way here. Mae gynno fo lawer o bres. A. He has lots of money. You'll notice llawer, meaning lots, has mutated to lawer because of the fo. And pres with a p, with a p, has changed to bres because an o also causes a soft mutation. Sgen ti blant? Do you have children? The p for plant has turned to a b, blant. Sgynnon ni ddim tocynnau. We don't have tickets. Mae gan fy mam sbectol haul. My mum has sunglasses. Sgynnyn nhw amser? Do they have time? Mae gen I gyfrifiannell? I have a calculator. The original word has a C, cyfrifiannell, but the I has caused the C to mutate to a G. Mae gen I gyfrifiannell. I have a calculator. Sgynnon ni ddigon o offer? Do we have enough equipment? The original word is digon, enough, with a D, but the ni has caused a soft mutation to ddigon. Sgynna hi ddim amserlen. She doesn't have a timetable. Mae gynnyn nhw gyfeiriad e-bost newydd. They have a new email address. Again, the letters should be cyfeiriad, but it's softly mutated to gyfeiriad. Mae gynnyn nhw gyfeiriad e-bost newydd. To end again, I have a Quizlet link for you. So click on the link underneath this YouTube page just to recap and to reinforce all the vocabulary and phrases we've covered in Uned 12. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Diolch yn fawr iawn am wylio. Thank you very much for watching. Hwyl fawr.